Imagine a mind that doesn't just solve puzzles, but creates them for others. A consciousness that can hide its intentions, manipulate its rivals, and even tell a deliberate lie, all to gain a simple advantage. We call this Machiavellian intelligence. We think of it as a uniquely human trait, the dark engine of politics and power. We are wrong. For millions of years, another master has been playing this game in the treetops and mountain crags. Cloaked in feathers black as a secret, with eyes that miss nothing, the raven is not just a smart bird, it is a feathered psychologist, a strategist of deception. This is the story of how ravens mastered the art of the con. Corvids, the family of birds that includes crows, magpies, and ravens, have long been recognized for their intelligence. Their brain-to-body size ratio rivals that of great apes. They use tools, recognize human faces, and solve complex mechanical puzzles in laboratories. The common raven, Corvus corax, is the largest and arguably the most sophisticated of them all. But for decades, science viewed this intelligence through a simple lens: problem-solving for food, a clever way to crack a nut or access carrion. This was a comfortable, logical explanation. But here is the central abnormality, the problem that rewrites the story. Ravens are intensely social, yet fiercely competitive. They live in dynamic groups where alliances shift, status is contested, and food is the ultimate currency. In this world, displaying your intelligence, flaunting that you found a big cache of meat, is an invitation for theft. The brightest bird could become the most robbed bird. So the raw computational power of their brains faced a new, more complex challenge. Not just outsmarting the environment, but outsmarting each other. The real puzzle wasn't the nut, it was the mind of the rival watching you. This social pressure, this constant audience of potential thieves, is what scientists like Dr. Thomas Bugnyar at the University of Vienna believe forged their most human-like trait, the capacity for tactical deception. Let's dissect their arsenal of deceit. The foundation is tactical caching. Ravens are famous for hiding food for later. But research published in Animal Behavior reveals the real strangeness. When a raven knows it's being watched by a potential thief, another raven, or even a scientist, it will deliberately pretend to cache food. It will go through all the motions, digging a false hole, placing the morsel down, and carefully covering it with debris, all while secretly palming the food in its beak. It then flies to a truly secret location to make the real cache. It understands the concept of appearance versus reality and manipulates the observer's belief. This isn't instinct, it's a performance. But why stop at hiding food when you can also manipulate attention? This brings us to false alarm calls. In the wild, ravens have specific urgent calls to signal the presence of a predator or a major food source. However, controlled experiments and field observations, such as those cited in the journal Ethology, have documented ravens giving these urgent food discovery calls when there is no food at all. The goal? To create a diversion. By whipping the group into a frenzied search for non-existent riches, the calling raven can slip away to a real hidden cache and eat in peace. It's a lie told with sound, a vocal trick that exploits the social trust of the group for personal gain. The deception grows more complex when we enter the realm of social politics and reputation. Ravens have long memories and recognize individuals. Studies show they form alliances and hold grudges. Here's where it gets Machiavellian. A lower status raven may witness a dominant bird hiding food. If the subordinate attempts to steal it immediately, it faces violent retribution. So it waits. It bides its time, sometimes for hours, until the dominant bird is distracted or absent. But the real cunning is in the aftermath. If caught in the act, some ravens have been observed not fleeing, but instead joining the dominant bird at the cache, as if they just arrived to share, attempting to diffuse aggression through a charade of innocence. They manage social risk by acting a part. Finally, we see glimpses of deception spilling into play and tool use. While not deception in the strict survival sense, it reveals the cognitive framework. Juveniles have been seen engaging in fake fights to lure curious birds closer, perhaps to practice or test reactions. More compellingly, captive ravens in cognitive experiments have shown the ability to mislead human experimenters about their intentions to access a reward, suggesting an understanding that other beings have perspectives that can be guided falsely. This playful, almost mischievous application of trickery hints that for ravens, deception isn't just a tool for food, it's a fundamental part of their social toolkit, a way to navigate and manipulate their world. So what is the ultimate humbling implication of the raven's artful deceit? It is that intelligence in its most powerful form is not about understanding objects, but about understanding minds. Ravens have evolved a theory of mind, the ability to attribute mental states like knowledge, belief, and intention to others. Their world is a network of seen and unseen information, of secrets kept and stolen. Their genius lies in knowing what another raven knows, and more importantly, knowing how to change it. This forces us to demolish the old hierarchy of intelligence. It's not a ladder with humans at the top. It's a vast branching tree. On one branch, we evolved our complex language and culture. On another, the raven evolved its masterful social manipulation and tactical silence. They solve a problem we know intimately, the problem of living with cunning, competitive equals. In their deceptive caching and false alarms, we see the roots of propaganda, misinformation, and strategy. The raven teaches us that intelligence is not a moral force, it is a tool, and in the right mind or beak, it can be wielded for truth or for trickery. They mirror back to us a fundamental truth. To be intelligent in a social world is to be, at times, a deceiver. If unraveling nature's darkest secrets is your kind of adventure, then subscribe to Earth Unfiltered and hit the bell so you never miss a deep dive. If you want to know why the Komodo dragon is more venomous than anyone thought, click the video on the top right. Or if you want to discover Earth's deadliest animal, where a single touch could be lethal, click the video on the top left. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.